Caller, you on the air. Go ahead. Kick it quick.
Yes, I was going to talk about the chart, but I see
yes, sir. Go ahead. I've been waiting on you to call me. I didn't know you stayed up this late to watch my show, man.
Well, I don't usually stay up. I usually go to bed pretty early, but I happen to.
I'm just messing with you, Tyrone. Go ahead and kick it, man.
Yeah, the charter, we must vote it down.
No doubt.
But in the meantime, we're going to have a lot facing us if we're not successful. And we must examine the tools. We must examine what we did yesterday that people are doing today. We must examine the method of how we've been fighting and how efficient it is. And when we do that, we must not let no one say that you're attacking someone when you examine going just to court, or you examine going to lobby and appealing to politicians, or you want to have a boycott, or you want to, whatever you want to do, when it involves the whole city, it deserves to be examined, because the enemy have always worked by misguiding us and putting people before us and parade them around as though they're leaders. And they do the method of so-called fighting that we don't get no results. We must examine that, and we must let no one say that's attack to examine.
Let me ask you something, Tyrone. Have you ever read the King Alfred Plan or the Rex 84?
Yeah, back in the 60s.
Okay, now you know Rex 84 was just a revamp of the King Alfred plan that Ronald Reagan and Oliver North wrote with FEMA back in 1984. Now, what it said when dealing with the containers, it used to say niggas, but it said the containers in the Rex 84. It says that in the Rex 84 plan. It says that before they get ready, if the containers get ready to revolt, use those leaders that you have put in place to control them.
Right.
Now I'm just verifying what you just said. Now
yeah,
that
Bobby
it is
Rose
documented.
Wrote that back in the 60s.
Yeah, but again, it was revamped in 1984 by Ronald Reagan.
Sure was.
And
and we must do that, HODO, because
Oliver North.
I'm telling you, without calling in their names.
Well, we got to call the names, man. If you don't call no names, you know, like I remember.
Let me say this. I went to Helen Moore's meeting, and for years I sit and I would watch. She would say, she'd do all the talking, then she would say, I'm going to Lansing. And I was fighting in the school struggle then. I said, let's recall these people. I got petitions. They never would be called, they would never support nothing like that. I said, well, let's organize and go into communities and try to get these from the principal, let's get the address and organize the parents. They never would. All they did was go to Lansing and look what...
Well, I got to beg to differ, because I do know that they worked on the recall of Sheila Cockrell and Kay Everett.
Oh, but now that was later on. But
so I do know that did happen.
Did was the lobby. The lobby ain't never won nothing national for us or nothing local. And you got to examine those things. Going just to court and don't put no pressure on court. Then just going to court has never won nothing. We got to, if we gonna march, how efficient it was. We must examine it. Have we organized anybody? If we've been out here 40 years working with the poor and we ain't organized 10 people that's on welfare, I don't know what we've been doing that 40 years.
Well, it proves you did jack.
Okay.
I'm gonna just be truthful. I mean, now, Tyrone, you know I'm not one of those who for that marching stuff, but the truth of the matter is, when all of that marching was going on, again, they put them Negroes in political position, and they gave you acts and bills that never became law, and so when it was time to take them away, it was very simple to do so. I mean, we watched that cartoon, that stuff used to come on back in the day on ABC, Schoolhouse Rock. And every one of us heard them talking, and I'm quite sure you watched it with your children. I'm only a bill, just a little old bill, sitting on Capitol Hill. And it showed you the whole process of how the legislation goes from an act to a bill to law. But if it never gets past a certain point, it never becomes law. So then you have the Voting Rights Act, where a cat got to go, whoever the president is, every 25 years and sign a piece of paper to give you the so-called right to vote, because it never became law. And after all this time, and we've been here over 400 some years, we've been here longer than most of the so-called immigrants that have come to this country, and we still got to get somebody to give us permission to do that which we say is our right.
Yeah,
crap.
It's a bad shape, and if we don't get ourselves together by between now and when the new year come around, we might be through as a people. We gotta do it fast.
Well, I'm gonna say this, man. Cats better stand up before they get stood on.
I'm telling you, better hurry up. But anyway, you're doing a good job at it. Going through that chart. I'm gonna sit back and listen.
All right.
Okay now.
Calling you on the air. Go ahead.
How you doing, HODO?
Yes, sir. How about you?
I'm doing great. For long time viewer, first time caller.
Okay.
Just referring back to the Son of Man, help make a millionaire.net. Okay, I submitted it on computer and I gave the email address and everything. So what do I now? Just wait.
You just wait. See the hold. You know what the hold up is?
You want me to get off
those who will not sign up.
Okay.
That's what the hold up. Everybody in your family should be signed up. All of your neighbors should be signed up.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying? We got to spread the word. I mean, I'm on TV telling you. I play the spot on my show every week.
Right.
We play the spot on TV 33. The spot is in the Son of Man Speaks magazine. But those who have already signed up need to start telling people. Because it's enough for everybody.
Right.
All right, my brother. Thank you.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
All right, let me get back to this before we run out of time. Another thing before I get out of here. Do y'all think Fakano need to be given the same treatment that Kwame Kilpatrick got? Huh? Even though he wasn't on the witness stand, but lying is lying, right? Huh? Do y'all think that Robert Fakano should have got the same treatment that former Mayor Kwame M. Kilpatrick got and is getting? And then who's to say that he may very well not get it, huh? He might get it. Because I think the feds are watching. And this is something else. Let me tie this in on a quick tip. Do you realize that most of the folks who are getting caught up had ties to McNamara? And I've said this before. Remember, McNamara was indicted himself when he died. There was a couple, a husband and wife, that were indicted, died in prison. Former mayor's daddy worked for, Bernard Kilpatrick worked for McNamara many a year, retired from him, helped run the office. How many more of y'all are going to have to wait to connect the dots? Anyway. So should Robert Fakano get the same treatment as Kilpatrick? But of course. But anyway, that's your decision. Y'all can call in on that one too. Let me get back over here. All right, here's this thing about the Council for District nonsense. The district representation on select boards and commissions require certain boards and commissions have members selected from each city council non-at-large district, including Planning Commission, Recreation Advisory Commission, Transportation Advisory Commission, Human Rights Commission, Advisory Fire Commission, Public Lighting Commission, Health Advisory, and Historical Commission. Now, all these commissions saying people should be selected from these different districts. Do we really need any more? I mean, you got all these people that you got selected from districts that are your state reps and state senators. How many of them are actually doing anything besides yakety yakking? Huh? Have y'all really went on the Michigan.gov website to see how these people vote for and mostly against you, even though they say it's for you? Let's see. Something else here I wanted to cover. I might have skipped over something. Let's see. I know one thing for sure. I just want to try to catch it exactly the way it was worded, though. Dealing with saying that somebody would be able to run for city council or mayor after they had only been elected, only lived in the city for 1 year. How stupid is that? Nobody should be able to run for jack inside the city of Detroit that hadn't lived here 5 years or better. Because that means if they have not lived here, they don't know what the heck going on. Need some folks that was born in the city, that smells the city and lived through this degradation and heartache. Some cats that done been on the bus, shoulder to shoulder with the people. Huh? Some people that have been and eaten at Fish King, eating at Akhenaton's, eating at the Turkey Grill. Huh? Some people that legitimately know what's going on in the community and not come to you and say, I went to Harvard. Oh, yes, I'm a Morehouse man. Huh? Tired of all these arrogant... Anyway, y'all got the point. Cat get in office, and you gonna thank this cat as they came off the proverbial Queen Mary. Huh? Cat been in the office 4 or 5 years, some of them didn't know jack. You see them on the street, they barely, well, how are you doing today? Huh? They do all they can to avoid seeing any of us. I know for a fact, a lot of them, they see me, they turn around. Because they know I'm going to ask them something. Seriously. You know, the other week, I was at Reverend Jesse Jackson's birthday party. Now, don't get to tripping now. I was there representing TV 33. We happened to be one of the sponsors, right? Now, the thing that was interesting is that the room was filled to the brim. You know, this room that should have held about 250 people might have had 500 people in it. Multi-millionaires and all of them kind of cats, you know? You know, me, my little broke butt up in there, you know, with the suit on, you know, talking and, you know, representing, giving out cars, trying to get them to come over here to TV 33, that kind of thing. Now, the thing that was interesting to me is that the ones that had real deal juice, the multimillionaire kind, they were, oh, how are you doing, brother? I watch your show all the time. They were cool. But these mid-level, erudite kind of people, you know, these folks who be perping on purpose, huh? Purposefully perping. These folks wouldn't even have speak to me. Cats from other radio stations and stuff. You know? You know, our brother Legion was performing there. I'm trying to introduce him to different ones like 92.3 and stuff. Huh? But the multi-millionaire cats, oh, we love your station, man. We watch your show all the time. So, you know, I was like, well, since you watch all the time, you know, we're going to expect to see you come through with some dollars soon, huh?